Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Today we have The Legend of Korra Season 3, Episode 9. It's all happening now. Korra and the rest of Team Avatar, they're out there, courtesy of Sue, looking for Zaheer and Aiwei. And we'll see what happens here, man. I really don't know. I don't think Team Avatar, as they are right now, are going to be enough to stop Zaheer. It's crazy in a way that, you know, Zaheer and the rest of them are after Korra, and Korra is literally going after them. But I'm sure they're going to get some help at some point, whether it's from Tenzin and the rest of their airbenders, or from Zuko, or from someone else. And I'm also kind of interested to see if there's anything between Sue and Lin in this episode, after Sue kind of went behind Lin's back last episode. And somewhere down the track over the next few episodes, I'm expecting a pretty significant lore dump, maybe some good flashbacks to do with Zaheer. The Legend of Korra has given us some really good flashbacks throughout the first two seasons, so I'm really excited for that possibility. But I think that's it. I really enjoyed the way last episode was constructed. There was lots of foreshadowing in it, and I wonder if it's because I'm just coming from a break, I'm kind of noticing things a bit differently. But I might keep an eye out for stuff like that in the next few episodes. Like, as a standalone episode, I think it was constructed really well. Like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access and uncut watch-along versions of all of these Korra reactions if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Chapter 9, The Stakeout. Here we go. The music's setting the pace already.
Ooh, look, they have a mover poster of me. Must be big Nuktuk fans.
It's looking like a wanted poster.
No, those are wanted posters. And there's one for each of us.
Interesting.
Wanted by Her Majesty the
Oh,
Earth
of
Queen
course.
for crimes against the kingdom.
Of course. That photo of Korra.
Guys?
Yeah, yeah. Sokka did that one time, man.
And good morning to you too, Lin. Now don't get mad,
here we go.
Korra's fine. I'm just waiting to hear if she tracked down Aiwei yet.
What? You let Korra go?
I guess it's just about Aiwei, not Zaheer. But maybe
You
not for
can't control
Korra.
the Avatar's every move.
I can try.
Same old Lin. You have to respect it. Oh, I love this OST. It's so epic, man. Like, adventurous.
Found something.
Oh, there's the Jeep.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to bring treats, but good girl.
Ow! So passive aggressive.
Bolin and I will investigate the Misty Palms Oasis.
Misty Palms Oasis. Do I remember that? Is that from the library?
Ooh, Mako. We should wear disguises and pretend we're going undercover.
Pipsipatolopsicopoulos. Oh my god. That is not it.
All right, now we need our undercover identities. I'm an ex-United Forces operative named Ting Ting.
Ting Ting? Bolin just has all this in his head, man.
Let's just find Aiwei. But I haven't even told you your backstory. I'm a cop. I don't have a backstory.
Damn.
Oh, you're good at this.
Get him in the mood for business with Varric, man. That's my endgame for Bolin. Yeah, this is the place, no? I remember this.
We're looking for a man about 60, balding, wearing glasses and a long green robe.
Sounds like a guy who came in last night. I told him I had the best drinks in the Earth Kingdom, and he called me a liar.
Any idea where he is now?
Nah, afraid not. But he was right.
Aw.
My drinks are terrible.
I respect the confidence, though, and the honesty.
Are you okay? I'm just frustrated. What does Zaheer want with me? What's his plan?
That's the question, though, isn't it? That's what I'm thinking about.
Zhaibao's Grove, sundown. This must be where and when Aiwei is going to meet Zaheer.
He's planted evidence before, though.
Zhaibao's Grove. Where are you?
Helpful? Helpful? No, annoying.
Something.
Lots of spirit emphasis, I think, in this episode thus far. And there's another one.
Well, aren't you a cute little spirit?
I saw that coming. Yeah. They look important, man.
We've been made. Let's lose them. Okay, I think we're clear.
Yeah, they come behind them.
We should head back to Korra before someone else recognizes us.
Oh, it's him!
Or we could follow Aiwei instead. Look!
He's just chilling, man.
All right, play it cool and follow my lead.
Bro, these yellow outfits must stand out so much.
We found Aiwei hiding at an inn.
That's great.
We found something too. Zhaibao's Grove. But I can't find it anywhere on the map.
Might be a code?
I say we stake out his room,
Stake
and when
out.
he leaves for this meeting, we follow him.
And he'll lead us straight to Zaheer.
Yeah, I think that's where the danger comes in. Sue just wants them to bring Aiwei back. Korra wants to get to Zaheer. She wants some answers. I almost said Azir. Any League of Legends players?
We'd like a room on the ground floor, across from 102, please.
Forget it. Last time a bunch of teenagers came in here, they trashed the whole room.
That's tough.
We found you!
Now, I'm not sure these are bad guys. Damn, Korra, that's sick.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not here to fight you.
Yeah.
We're here to meet Nuktuk.
Nuktuk theme.
I'd be happy to.
This is so
Always
out
love
of
meeting with
nowhere,
fans.
but I respect it. Oh god.
I made this Nuktuk doll for you.
Okay, she's one of those, man. She's one. Yeah, no.
Why didn't you tell me your friend was a mover star?
Of course.
I'd be happy to rent you any room in the inn.
There he is.
Nah, he knows, man. No, maybe not. He seems uneasy.
I thought stakeouts were supposed to be exciting. This isn't at all. Ooh, I wonder if there's any snacks in here.
Yo, Bolin has so much ADHD.
Hey, look, a pie show board. Mako, you want to play?
Pie show?
I'll play.
Oh, well, no offense, but I learned Street Pie Show from Shady Shin, and I am pretty good.
So, I learned to play from my dad, the diabolical genius.
Here we go.
Looks like we have ourselves a pie
No, I'm here for this. Now, I remember there was a guy from the White Lotus that was here, right? That Iroh and Zuko found? Ooh, yeah.
I don't want to rush you, but let's speed things up a bit.
Why? This game is all about slow, methodical strategy.
No, it's not. This is a fast-paced, edge-of-your-seat game of chance. It is a game of both strategy and chance. Wait, how can it be both?
Come on, Bolin.
There have been countless variations of pie show through the centuries, and each culture has its own rules and variations on the game.
There you go.
Korra, as the Avatar, you need to standardize these pie show rules.
I'll put that on my to-do list right after bringing back the Air Nation and taking down the group that tried to kidnap me.
That's cool, whenever you get to it. Assuming we do find Zaheer, what then?
Then I make him talk.
Nah, very naive, I think.
I don't think a little bending is going to intimidate this guy.
Yeah.
You have a better idea?
Yeah, we spy on them.
Well, this might be like the pie show stuff.
That's just like pie show! In order to defeat your opponent, you first have to know your opponent.
Well, this wasn't
And I guess
what I
I
was
learned
thinking
pretty
about.
well.
The whole fast-pacedness versus slow and methodical. Korra and Mako.
It's almost sundown. Why hasn't Aiwei left yet?
Well, the way he was looking around, it's like he's waiting for someone.
I'm going over there.
Korra, wait! You're gonna blow our element of surprise.
It's over, Aiwei. Where's... What?
Is he?
That's a weird way to nap.
Is it a place in the spirit world?
Asami, those spirits were trying to tell us something earlier.
Ah, yeah.
Zhaibao's Grove isn't on the map because it's not in the physical world.
Hey,
It's in the spirit world.
I love spirit world
going
stuff,
there.
man. So Korra actually did the right thing, coming over here like this. But that's in hindsight. She got in there hell quick. He's waiting. It's looking like a grove.
What
Here he
happened
is.
back in Zaofu? You told me we wouldn't have any problems.
You left a loose end.
I assure you, no one knows anything about us.
No, you are the loose end.
There's no way.
Zaheer!
Damn! Oh, this is... Yep, I remember this place from last season. That's where Zhao is. But this dude is moving through the spirit world like it ain't nothing.
It seems Aiwei was mistaken. He was followed.
That's right. We knew he'd lead us straight to you.
He'll be spending eternity in the fog of lost souls, which just leaves the two of us.
Look at that shot, man. This is just what he wants. Korra really tried to save Aiwei, man.
You're gonna give me some answers.
There's no need for aggression. Neither of us has our bending. I'll answer whatever questions you have. You deserve that much.
Okay.
What would you like to know?
Very
First
interesting,
off,
but I'm
who
here.
are you people, and why do you keep trying to take me?
We are part of a secret society dedicated to restoring freedom to the world. We are the Red Lotus.
Red Lotus.
We are what the White Lotus was meant to be. But after the 100-Year War, the White Lotus lost its true purpose.
Okay.
So a great man named Zhai Bao broke from the White Lotus and began his own society.
Zhai Bao's Grove.
That's a great story, but it doesn't explain why you tried to take me when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
That was Unalak's idea.
My uncle was part of the Red Lotus?
Okay. Okay. They're doing some things now.
Avatar Korra. Misty Palms Inn.
Yeah.
Find her.
Yep. He knows. Dude, his control is insane.
We learned about Rava and Vatu.
I love this
and how
connection to
Avatar
last season.
One foolishly severed them, disrupting the balance of the world forever.
He was trying to restore balance.
He closed the portals, severing humans from spirits. Even you realize the error in his ways.
That's why you tried to take me when I was a kid?
Yes.
Okay.
We could have taught you so much.
Sounds like you wanted to brainwash me so I'd do whatever you wanted.
All I wanted was to show the Avatar a better path for the world.
He clearly shares the same ideals as Unalaq, but he's an interesting character. A lot to think about though. I might have to revisit
I don't know
this.
how, but Water Arm Lady and Lava Guy found us.
How?
Zaheer knows, man.
Bolin and I will hold them off.
This is gonna be good, man.
The Avatar!
Okay, here we go. Talk to me. Damn! Dude, the lava bending is so cool. Look at these guys.
If my uncle came up with a plan to abduct me when I was a kid, why wasn't he caught?
He wasn't with us that night, and he covered up his involvement afterwards.
He played the long game.
He allowed me and my friends to remain imprisoned while he pursued his own selfish goals. Unalaq becoming a dark avatar was never part of our mission.
Yeah, that was wild.
I want what you want, to restore balance to this world.
I don't think our ideas of balance are the same.
You kept the spirit portals open, but why stop there? Bringing the spirits back should only be the beginning. The idea of having nations and governments is as foolish as keeping the human and spirit realms separate.
You've had to deal with a moronic president and a tyrannical queen. Don't you think the world would be better off if leaders like them were eliminated?
Okay, he's cooking a little bit, but he's going a bit far with it.
I don't really agree with what they've done, but taking out world leaders isn't the answer.
Yeah.
True freedom can only be achieved when oppressive governments are torn down.
But that won't bring balance. It will throw the world into chaos.
Yeah.
Exactly. The
Ah.
natural order is disorder.
Okay, well, there's the issue.
Do you know who once said, new growth cannot exist without first the destruction of the old?
I think we all know.
The wise guru Lahima,
There he is.
an airbender.
I see the symbolism there, I think. Damn!
I can't beat this guy!
Yeah, I don't think it's close. Ooh. Okay. Hey! Oh, dude, they are going for it. I don't know if being in the water's the right idea against Pali. Excuse me, Minghua. Yeah, here we go. They're really giving these guys some attention, though.
Go get the Avatar. I have these two under control.
Give bullet. Thank you. Okay. Animation has definitely stepped up. Like I've noticed it in some of these shots. And just like that.
I want to know one thing. If you do capture me, what are you going to do with me?
You'll have that answer soon enough. The Red Lotus should have you by now.
Zaheer!
Time to go back, Korra. That was a great conversation, though. Oh, Jesus. Yep, okay. Efficient. They get the job done.
You tricked me! Asami,
Yeah,
are
he
you
just
okay?
wanted to keep her there
Where's the rest of the Red Lotus?
in the spirit world.
Zaheer didn't capture us. The Earth Queen's forces did.
Oh. Oh.
They're taking us back to Ba Sing Se.
Well, this is a bit of a switch up. Yeah, look at this animation. They're doing stuff.
The Earth Queen's army snatched up the Avatar before I could.
But we figured you could find a use for these two.
Yeah, that's gonna be some good bait.
We're taking a trip to Ba Sing Se.
Well, we knew this was gonna happen. Back to Ba Sing Se. Okay, man. There's gonna be a fair bit I might have to revisit in this episode, but that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted the big lore dump, all the information about Zaheer. And he said a lot of really interesting things, and it's really got me thinking about where we might be headed, perhaps for the end of this season, maybe season 4. But really good stuff, really good. Now, first and foremost, I'm just gonna do a little bit of research to make sure I had some of these details correct about some of the connection to the last Airbender potentially in this episode. Yeah, Misty Palms. That's where Katara wanted to go for her mini vacation in the library episode, right? So that's a cool little callback. And I enjoy them bringing back the involvement of the Earth Queen and Ba Sing Se, because after rewatching that episode, I did realize that the Earth Queen did say she was going to come after Korra. So that's going to come full circle again. I do feel like there was unfinished business in Ba Sing Se as well. So we'll see about all that. It looks like that's where we're heading next episode. So I'm really excited about that. You know, Ba Sing Se has a lot of change to do itself. I really thought it would be different than it was in The Last Airbender, but it seems Ba Sing Se has stayed very independent after Aang and Zuko, you know, founded the Republic nations and whatnot and tried to bring everything together. And more on that when we get to Zaheer's conversation with Korra. So Lin was obviously unhappy with Sue for letting Korra go. Now it seems like obviously Sue's intention is just for Korra to bring Ai Wei back. That's all she's concerned about. She doesn't want Korra to get mixed up with Zaheer, I think, but Korra does. Like, Korra's on her own agenda. And Lin, very much in character, has said, I'm gonna try my best to, you know, try and control Korra. So it seems like Lin's gone after them. We'll see if we see Lin at some point in the future, in Ba Sing Se perhaps. And as we get to the Misty Palms Oasis, where Ai Wei is, like I mentioned during the episode, there was a lot of emphasis on the spirits here for a good reason. We were going into the spirit world this episode, which was a very nice little surprise. Mako and Bolin are spending a lot of time like splitting off and kind of leaving Korra and Asami together this season. Happened in Ba Sing Se. It's happened right now as well a couple times this episode. Nice little Nuktuk cameo in there for Bolin. Got some crazy fans. Now the Pai Show stuff I actually found quite interesting. I would like to think Bolin and Asami's different styles of playing was kind of leading into Korra and Mako kind of wanting to do things a different way. Like Bolin was all about, you know, the fast pace, don't think, just go. And Asami is all about, you know, keep it chill and strategize. Mako wanted to wait, you know, do the stakeout properly. Korra just wanted to go in there and deal with Ai Wei. And the same with Zaheer. She really thought that she could like get Zaheer to talk, like very naive of Korra. A little bit in character for Korra, but again, just kind of showcasing the differences in mindset between some of the characters. And Bolin does reference the rulebook for Pai Show, saying in order to defeat your opponent, you first have to know your opponent. Sounds like something Iroh would say, but maybe that's kind of leading into Korra and Zaheer's conversation as they start to learn a little bit more about each other as well in this episode. But perhaps a little bit of Korra trusting her gut. I feel like there's been a lot of that for Korra in the last few seasons, not just this one. And it's because of that she discovers that Ai Wei is meeting Zaheer in the spirit world, not in the physical world. So it's worked out. I think I would be more of a Mako kind of person in this instance. I'll just want to wait, spy on them, try and find out what I can. But Korra's just gone for it and it's worked out. And we've got to talk about Zaheer's control over himself in the spirit world. He was just jumping around places, like teleporting. Like, I don't know if we've seen that specifically in the spirit world before. Like, he was just born to be this kind of person, you know, to be like awakened, I guess, as an airbender. So spiritual, all this knowledge of the Air Nation and these past monks and airbenders. But he just threw Ai Wei into, what is it, like the pit or the fog of lost souls, something like that, wherever Zhao was. He's ruthless, man. I'm kind of glad they did that because it really kind of shows a little bit more the kind of character that Zaheer is. And I think it's wild that obviously Korra still wants to bring Ai Wei back to Sue. And in that moment, the thought does cross your mind that Zaheer is maybe thinking about killing Ai Wei. So maybe that's why Korra kind of jumped in and got Zaheer's attention. Maybe Zaheer's noticed that, and maybe he was going to kill Ai Wei, and instead he threw him into, you know, the Lost Souls place. Either way, like, Korra showed herself to Zaheer, and it led to a very interesting conversation. But Zaheer's control over himself in the spirit world and the physical world has made it so he can still let the members of the Red Lotus, which is really cool, by the way, know where Korra is while he's still in the spirit world. He can have that conversation with Korra to keep her in the spirit world while the rest of the homies go and find Korra. So I really like all that. Like, he's really methodical, again, very efficient, and I love the way like he just sits down and goes, hey, ask me anything, you know? Obviously it was all to keep Korra there, but like I just really enjoyed it. And I've grown to like Zaheer with the buzz cut, you know. I think he looked really dope and mysterious with the long hair, but this has definitely grown on me. He's got the face for it. Now, it was a really interesting conversation because a lot of what Zaheer is saying, in some ways it is like Una-like. You can agree with what he's saying, but where he's trying to get to with all of this is obviously just immorally completely wrong. So the Red Lotus, so he thought the White Lotus was meant to be the secret organization, which it was during the 100-Year War, but he wanted it to stay that way. So when the White Lotus like openly came out to serve Aang and then Korra, he wasn't okay with that. So all the Red Lotus have come into existence with the goal of not just doing what Unalaq wanted, but turning the world, I guess, back to all the way it was like before One. Like One was the thing that potentially really changed the world by cutting off the gate, the portals rather, to the spirit world. And you saw what the world was like before that. Like there were civilizations on the wild turtles, but the rest of the world, like all the wilds and everything, it was very wild. It was disorder, I guess, as Zaheer described it. The only order he wants is disorder. And I enjoy the connection to last season. Like once again, that's something they are able to do, like add in all these connections to the past seasons because of the way the first 3 seasons like have all been ordered separately. But I really like this one. It fits in really neatly. Obviously, if they knew they were going to do this, they probably could have had a little bit more foreshadowing potentially around Unalaq in terms of the Red Lotus and maybe Zaheer coming in season 3. But this has all worked out really well. We didn't get a lot of details specifically on how they ended up getting captured and imprisoned. I believe they mentioned something earlier, like maybe Tenzin and Zuko had some involvement in that, but we know that Unalaq decided to completely, I guess, like wash his hands of all of this and then do his own thing, like continue the plan, but try and make himself like into like the Dark Avatar, bring about Vaatu and the Era of Chaos. But I really got interested when Zaheer starts saying like he wants what Korra wants, to restore balance to the world. The spirit portals being open is a good thing. Yes, agree. But then it's the whole, why stop there? You know, we have this division of the nations. I remember Guru Pathik going on about something like that in The Last Airbender at the end of season 2. And that's an idea I really liked about like the nations all coming together. Something that Aang and Zuko have tried to do with Republic City. But the issue is all these corrupt leaders, like the president in Republic City, like who he was talking about, Fire Lord Sozin, right back in the day, tried to take out all the airbenders to deal with Aang, the next Avatar. And this is where he's starting to go too far with it. I agree with a little bit of what he's saying. Like some of these people that are in power, that are doing all these crazy things, yeah, it probably shouldn't be like that. All the world being split up, like via the nation, stuff like that. I could see a world where it all comes together. I wouldn't be opposed to that, but he's trying to go too far with it, right? And Korra's on the money about that as well. But what this was leading me to start thinking about is, okay, maybe that is a direction we might move into towards the end of this season, maybe into season 4 as well. Maybe Korra takes some of these ideas and goes, wait, I kind of like what he's saying. I don't like where he's trying to get to with it, but maybe this is a way that we can move forward in this new era. Like we're all talking about change, you know? Maybe the world coexisting with the spirits does need to change the way it's structured, like all these leaders and the separation of nations. It's just ideas that popped into my head and stuff I thought was really interesting. But my understanding is that they did want to release Vaatu during the harmonic convergence, but now that's over. So that's not a possibility for 10,000 years, right? And when Korra asked the question, like, what do they actually want if they get their hands on Korra? What are they going to do? And Zaheer didn't answer that question. So that's still the big question, really, lingering over all of this. Wonder if we ever get to see this Guru Lahima guy. We might get some flashback, I don't know. But his name gets popped up a lot. People be talking about him in the comments too. So we'll see what happens. I think we're going to need a lot of people to, I imagine, imprison these guys again. Or maybe they end up trapped in the fog of lost souls place, you know? If we imprison them, who's to say they don't get out again? But we'll see. I'm really interested to see where all of that goes. It was a really good sequence, that whole conversation. I really enjoyed it. And what was going on in the background was Marco and Bolin versus Minghua and Gazan, I think that's his name. It was a really great fight, really showcased the difference in skill levels, which I'm really happy about. They made it a lot more apparent than they did last episode. It was a completely different situation, so it went a lot more like how I thought it was going to go. Marco and Bolin got absolutely clapped. Sucks to see, but it was a good sequence. Again, there was some good fighting. I said they're really paying attention to these guys. Like during these fights, they're really showing you just how good they are, what they can do, all this lava bending. Minghua's really, you know, cool use of water bending, and then a pretty good fake out thinking that Korra and Asami have gotten away. And then when they get trapped in that earthbending prison, I was thinking like, damn, like Gazan caught up to them really quick, but no, it was the Earth Kingdom. We're going back to Ba Sing Se. The Queen's going to get involved. Zaheer's going to go as well. And it's really interesting because Zaheer was talking to Korra about, you know, the corrupt Queen. That could be an interesting interaction. I don't know if we'll get that. And Zaheer currently has Marco and Bolin, so I reckon they're probably going to be used as bait together. get Korra, and we're gonna need some help. Like, we know Lin's on her way, Tenzin and the Airbenders are presumably still in the north just chilling. Maybe they get word of this and they come help. Tenzin does know that Zaheer was in Republic City, and I'm gonna keep mentioning Zuko, man. I want to see my boy again. But then that's it, another fantastic episode. It's really picking up now, which I really hoped it would. 4 episodes to go. It's just gonna be bangers from here on out. Like, I'm gonna keep saying how much I love the short story structured style of all these seasons. Like, it's build up, build up, build up, climax, and then that's it. So that's gonna do it with this one. I'm gonna go into episode 10 here, and then I reckon I'll watch the last 3 episodes all together on another day. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next episode of The Legend of Korra.